Welcome everyone to the semi-finals of our 1v1 Pro League here for Halo Wars 2 at Meta Place. In the blue color, we've got EOD Spartan Seb playing as Isabel. And on the other side, playing as Shipmaster, this is Maximus. 235 pounds are on the line in this tournament, ladies and gents. So, pretty good rewards for the gamers. We had a really good tournament today, I think, with a lot of signups. 15 signups is really good, I think, for us. Always welcoming if it's more. But anyway, at the semifinals, we're doing best of 5, so expect a slightly longer series. EOD is not cheesing, so it's especially true then. With Isabel, he just likes to play his late game. Tanks. Spartan with a lot of leveling. That's what he likes. And with Shipmaster, you're probably going to be seeing a whole lot of infantry anyway, so the Isabel Spartan Alice, she's going to be pretty good at that. So she's got bonus damage against infantry to start with, and there's also the fact that she's doing AoE, right? So picking off the individual squads is all the more effective with that. If she stands still, she gets veterancy, and the advantage snowballs. So Shipmaster is going to have actually a little bit of a difficult time playing tier 2 infantry style. You might want to go for Wraiths as quickly as possible, so not waste too much time on the tier 2 business. But Isabel has a pretty good tier 2 as well, with Warthogs backing up the Spartan, and then maybe even Dispersion, also Hellbringers. Of course, to start with, we're going to be looking at vehicle shielding with ghosts. It's just without ghosts. They're only coming now. It's a bit of a switch, but EOD has double generator, right? Already upgraded. Spartan will come, and it will be supported by a bunch of jackrabbits and a second base. That's a little on the brave side for sure. Where was Aatrox? That's a good question. We did not have Aatrox today. That would have made this tournament a little bit better. But I'm still satisfied with what it is now. I mean, you don't always get all the players signing up, right? It is what it is. Ghost managed to cancel the base to nobody's surprise, and they'll be heading off. Yeah, he's going tier 2 now. Funnily enough, he didn't get out the Spartan. He's just kind of scaring the ghosts away with the jackrabbits he's got. And the turrets on his base obviously are going to make it so that the ghosts can't come in. But the ghosts do have raid, and that means that they can capture power nodes, the Shipmaster special. You know, these guys are just gonna get a scout off. Nothing too crazy. There comes the Warthog backup. Spartan's gonna be made, but other than that, not too exciting. Looks to me that Maximus is gonna have a whole lot of map control. EOD's trying to sneak in ninja base. Max isn't really aware of that. The jackrabbits are bait. They're just there to distract the ghosts and to make him chase that pointlessly. But if Max gets a sense of what's going on, since he's already going for the power node, he might as well check the base, and he is. Oh, that's brutal. Just blindly going there to scout this out. That's crazy. And then he can just get the power node for himself. It'll be 3-0 power nodes. EOD is now starting to make Kodiaks. Interesting. Hijack as well coming through. I really thought this would be some kind of Warthog game instead of this. But hey, if you can turtle to tier 3, get some tanks out. The Kodiaks only cost supplies after all. And it's difficult to push them. Once they are nicely set up, they can hold back even a good shipmaster player, but spirit support is a little bit spooky for that, and Isabel doesn't really specialize in this at all. The ghosts are gonna just rush on in and get on top of this thing. Make quick work of the first Kodiak. And the second one while they're at it. Where's the Spartan right now? Oh, there. Oh, it's a great job beaming that one Kodiak even. Wow. That's excessive. And not cost effective, mind you. Most importantly. EOD should be able to defend that base with that Spartan and maybe even get a veterancy point on it if he kills a few more of them. And Maximus is gonna have a low mini base there. The Apex is there to fix it up. We're not gonna see an honor guard, but rather a foundry from Maximus. No third generator. He could go for a quick tier 3 if he wanted to. One star. EOD's already getting there to that second one. That's what he really wants after all. Second star makes his hero basically invincible against rangers. Just got another ghost kill. It's insane. Already the ranger in the garrison just can't take this kind of beating. Oh my goodness. Anti-infantry specialist Spartan. It really shows. I wish EOD just stood still and shot them. It would be so much more XP. I still think you can kill that one. Okay, maybe don't risk it. If you get caught by the marauders, then you go down. Got 2 setup Kodiaks, and EOD is actually swapping 3 setup Kodiaks. And EOD is swapping around his buildings a little bit. Perhaps we'll see an air pad down here. That's it. Look at that. Power node capture last second. EOD has 2 at least. Trying to get that third base sorted out. Was that the pad for just a minute and then swapping back to garage? What's EOD doing? Anyways, getting a Nightingale. That will fix up the base. Daylon... Sorry, Daylon? I mean, Maximus really doesn't have a base cracking army yet. Although he will try. I think the Kodiaks and the Spartan will be happy with this. There's 1 shroud. But if you jump this with the Spartan and Mac blast them, they're gonna be in trouble, right? There is 1 turret and it is upgrading. Nightingales already have their shields. The Isabel special is getting set up. Might be that EOD needs to bring forward another Kodiak. Right now he's just making hogs. I think this guy needs to be like up there. Anti-vehicle turret from EOD there. I'll defend this base a little bit better. And EOD is going for his classic 4-base setup early on. Spartan is just there to provide moral support. Maximus getting vehicle upgrade 2 already. That's pretty neat. Especially with all those locusts. Keeps coming down to hit the gales. EOD's trying his best to avoid it, but the beam is always too fast for that. Unless you're Kinsano. Oh my god, there's a mech. There's no engineer shields. It's absolutely devastating. That Spartan will probably get a second star from this if he stands still. EOD just eviscerated that army. Okay, you'll have to walk. No second star just yet, but great results nonetheless. Wow, Maximus, back to the Stone Ages, buddy. Meanwhile, EOD is keeping his base kind of alive. Gotta be careful with that gale, but I think that's alright. He can just make another one. He's bringing forward his Kodiaks, all of them. It's time to attack. He's got his third base set up very nicely. That Mac Blast combo was sick. Second star is achieved, ladies and gents. That Spartan's live end kicking. The Kodiaks will put some immense pressure on Maximus here to get something done. But he can't. I mean, he has locusts. Kodiak shelling. That shield generator won't be up for much longer. Of course, Spartan can go there to cause some havoc again. But it might be harder this time. I don't think you can destroy this base very easily. The Shroud will be guarding it, but like I said, just do the Spartan jump again, and that should be enough to get some good results here. Kodiak will be destroyed. Maximus is still kinda in this. But now the Warthogs are starting to deal with those mini bases, and it's pretty brutal stuff. Wolverine with a little grenade. That's funny. Yeah, they're pretty helpless against other vehicles. Okay, EOD goes back home, no problem. He's got his 4th generator. That's a 7th slot before tier 3. Okay. He's an 5 generators. He's an odd one, but I like it. It's gonna be an easy tier 3 now. Mr. Too Salty, thank you very much for subscribing on Twitch. Appreciate it. Very helpful. The 4th base is defended. It's crazy. EOD has another 7 slot. He's not going tier 3. Oh, he is. He is. I was shocked. How is that even possible? I was thinking. No population upgrade. He's definitely just trying to play the extremely long game. Like, we might go for 30 minutes plus here. Edge Cool as well with the Twitch sub. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. We've got our power node grab here. with Marines. That will make it so that EOD has... I'm not sure he captures this one, actually. Oh, just barely. Can't quite get this one. Base is looking okay. It's not a big attack force at all. It should be easy for EOD to respond. Just send a Spartan in, that's fine. Tier 3 is achieved, and we're definitely making tanks, right? Nope. Nope, just hogs. Reinforcements, that kind of stuff. Nothing crazy. This is getting a little low there, but EOD has time. Didn't need to capture the Reaver. Better to shoot with that Spartan. Let's work on that third star, right? Oh wait, there's a Wolverine left, but not much else. Might require a little bit of a heal. Oh, it's a beam! It's a beam punish. Spartan is doing her best to get out of there. So far, so good. Got her neural implant upgrade finished as well just now. Can EOD save it? I mean, he could unlock a heal real quick, but he's gonna sell the whole thing. There was more stuff coming anyhow. It's a bit out of position. It's okay. You can just make tanks. No, he's getting vehicle upgrade free first. Fortify upgrade. How many generators could a man need? That's 3, 4, 5. Okay, no ninja generators. Definitely wants a third star, right? He'll make a Condor. It's entirely possible. I mean, he did it in the other game. He's getting the training speed upgrade, logistics. We don't have 2 Chads yet. Maximus didn't stack them. He has population for it, I think. At least he could easily get it. Yeah, he lost the earlier, guys. Anyway, Steve's got this with the hogs, no problem. More hogs. Is that Gauss hogs getting upgraded with vehicle level 3? Yep, vehicle level 3 Gauss hogs, yes. He knows it's my favorite thing. Let's go. They're not done yet. But they're about to be. About to hit the main there. There's no shielding on this one. Nor are there anti-vehicle turrets. Okay, Gauss is starting up, but it's a very quick upgrade. Also, the unit-specific upgrades are really fast in this game. Maybe too fast. But I suppose people don't go for Gauss Hogs a lot. They often just go tanks instead because it does the same job, but these guys are more mobile. That's the only real difference. Oh, EOD now has all the minis. He likes painting the map blue, I suppose. It's working. Getting canister shell now. Oh my god. Wait, I'm supposed to do it the other direction. Do it at the right speed. Oh no, I think you have to lock on the camera and like zoom in. And then you should be able to match the windmill speed on it. It's not the easiest thing anyway. What are those hogs doing? Oh, they're getting jumped on. EOD didn't even try to get out. Well, that's fine. He's got more. This isn't about the Goss Hogs. EOD is trolling us. He's getting support drone. Just in case there's a grunt transition. Yep. Seems likely, bro. Looks legit. Okay, tactical gateway. And Maximus's units just got stolen. That's rough, buddy. I think he just displaced them. To where? Oh, to Narnia. Can he bring him home? Oh, yo, they waited until the perfect moment. Oh my god, the punish on that was absolutely insane. Just as they returned. So Maximus displaced them, EOD Mac blasted them, and he got vision from the things. That's crazy. And he did the proxy condor, or he just went through the teleporter. I guess he did. Spartan's here to punish with a stun, and the condor should be able to mech blast whatever you want. It is gonna be the locusts. Of course, Spartan's just standing still, gets heavy metaled on. That was the best mech blast I've ever seen in my life. Not the condors, the displacement punish. Why did he displace that into EOD side of the map? I don't understand. Like, you want to send them home to yourself, right? That should be what happens. Okay, beams coming through. And I think there's no reason that the Spartan can't go up to 3 stars. But EOD isn't gonna lose it, right? There's actually a chance of losing it now. 3 stars, no chance of losing it. I take it back. He can stay here all day now with this Spartan. Steve is getting wrecked. Oh my goodness. What a menace. A Kodiak setting up in Max's Expo. And the main turrets are shooting it with anti-vehicle turrets. Well, you don't see that every day. Okay, where's the next Condor? He's making one, and there's gonna be jackrabbits and snipers. EOD is massively trolling. And it's awesome. Where did that Spartan go? Got displaced? What? Why? Yes, Maximus is holding on to dear life then. Well, there's another Condor. And EOD controls everything, so I think Maximus probably needs to just give up. This is too much. Especially once the multitude of snipers comes in. What do you even do? Do you want to see the 3-star raves? Is that even a good idea? Maybe not. Oh, Magplas actually doesn't take out Maximus's shield. He recycles it. heavy metal Spartan goes into the garrison, nobody's gonna take her out. I can tell you that. Kills tanks like it's nobody's business, and of course the Condor comes through. That's EOD up 1 game. Ladies and gents, welcome to game number 2. We've got EOD picking Atriox here. And Maximus will be going Cutter for Bedrock. It's a pretty good idea from both sides, although there were other, probably more suitable leaders available. I would have liked to see a Yap Yap from EOD here and maybe a Pavium from Maximus, but this will do. Definitely. So Cutter, if he plays quite sniper heavy in the early game after dealing with that first chopper problem, I think you can just go like first mini base building is a barracks and you start making snipers. I think that should be really solid there. So hoping for the best there. EOD, however, I think he's more interested in stealing a mini base. Maximus might not have the easiest time there, but dealing with that whole setup. Keeping the Marines together is a necessity in this. We didn't make a 4th Marine, so I'm wondering what that's all about. Is there going to be an early Spartan here for Maximus? Probably. No, it's a barracks. Well, there's some timing lead on EOD, but if EOD sends a second chopper, you should be able to deal with that, and then jumping down from the high ground as well with brutes should be able to threaten the base somewhat. So Maximus isn't in the best starting conditions here. Going across the map to steal mini bases, probably not exactly in his interest either. Hellbringers are getting made now. And EOD just buys all his minis, isn't he? He's got his 3rd pad upgrade already. And EOD isn't gonna actually look to attack anything. He's just making pads. He's building buildings. That's it. That's all he wants. No choppers even, as far as I can see. Yeah, just chill. No problem, guys. This chopper did try to harass the Marines a little bit, but when you fight that many of them, it's not that easy to actually take them down. The other guy will just micro a little bit and you'll have trouble. Now 1 chopper, 1 grunt. That is entirely doable against 2 Marines. That is easy. There's a skill difference. You can even do 1 chopper, 1 grunt versus 3 Marines. But that's harder. Okay, 2nd generator is up for EOD. He's working on the power nodes. His mini bases are slowly getting cleaned up. But in the meantime, those harvesters are earning money. And by the time they get recycled, they'll have wasted enough time and obviously, most importantly, kept Maximus off them. It's not necessarily about gaining money for EOD, it's denying it for Maximus on top of what he makes. Now, one problem for EOD is that he doesn't seem to have a hero coming up, so holding the tide back is gonna be a little bit difficult. The 2nd base is nearly up. There is a turret finishing. I guess the chopper will have to micro its heart out. There's a reinforcement line of units coming across the map too for Max. I think if he sends these guys across too and these guys later, this is actually going to be pretty potent. EOD is in a slight amount of trouble, to say the least. Needs the choppers very urgently, and honestly suicide grunts would have been nice. He's forced to get shrapnel rounds. EOD is in massive amounts of trouble. UNSC also is going to have a drop available soon. The ODSTs, that is. Good pre-split here from the Marines so that they don't get suicide grunted. Really good split from Max. It did nothing. EOD would have been better off picking a heal. Choppers are getting rather weak at the moment. By themselves, they're not going to be enough against those Marines. Oh, they're holding on valiantly. It's just not enough. As Maximus loses units, he'll get closer and closer to dropping in the ODSTs. This base is just on half health, so they can absolutely destroy this thing. Now the other base is trying to upgrade, but it's a little bit too late. I think EOD got too greedy in this one, not making a raid camp or hero. If he had any of those things, I think this would be so much easier. And not going heal is the cherry on top, really. Okay, Max should have money now for ODSTs. There they go. They do stun a little bit on those guys, and that's a Maximus victory. Score is now 1-1. Very solid, very quick game, punishing EOD's absolute greed. Ladies and gents, we've got EOD in the blue color playing as Yap Yap, trying to make a comeback here. It's a good map for him. There's plenty of mini bases to try and steal, but maybe he shouldn't go as hard about it as last time, because it can be punished. And Decimus from Maximus here is a really good choice for that. Mine's getting preemptively laid down, and Maximus might just walk into it with that grunt and immediately lose it. So that means that EOD should be picking up a lot more power than his opponent. Well, there are grunts heading out to try and capture stuff. Okay, he does avoid the mine. Good job. EOD is almost certainly going to have the middle minis. He's spending all his money. No triple pad bullshit, but he's got a double upgraded harvester. So that's a little bit of BS, but hey, if he gets the 4 minis, it's probably worth it. Max has EOD on his account. Yes, EOD is playing against himself right now with his third hand. That's what's happening. It really looks like EOD's gonna have the 4 minis, and then pump the cannon fodder. Have some raid camps to support as well. Double raid camp. Is this some kind of rush business? That's odd, because it's definitely not gonna feel like a rush. He's gonna be very broke for a while. But hey, if he just makes the pads, technically he can pull it off. Just maybe will require 1 wave of heavy grunts. Bunch of idols. Is he gonna get a second extractor behind this? I'm getting very interested in. Okay. That would have been absolute dumpster fire business, but hey, EOD is EOD. You never know what he'll do. Catches 1 grunt with the mines. It's not great, but hey, at least he summoned the little ones. Got the grunt riders coming up. Many grunt riders. This is technically a rush, because Maximus is at least feeling pressure from it. Doesn't have a lot of units himself. There's all these tickle monsters around already hurting his extractor, and eventually the grunt riders will be coming over too. They do beat the brutes 1v1, and they're out pumping them at the moment anyway. Second generator is getting made still, so Yap Yap is just absolutely bonkers what he can do economically speaking, and still put pressure on you behind it. And 2 grunt riders are working now on the mini base over there. And the extractor's getting weaker and weaker. Decimus cannot heal bases really. Grunt riders have a lot of work here. Good idea to just ram through all this and get away a little bit from the brutes. Gives time for another one to reinforce here. But there's going to be a vortex. Tickle monsters have gotten this down by 20% healthish. Although the mini base gets destroyed, EOD has some pushing units left. And he can just keep up the pump. Side mini base does survive, barely. Grand Rider saves himself to fight another day. And then we might see another attack here. Yeah, the Grand Riders probably just need to do a sprint into the brutes, right? Maximus seems stable for now. But the EOD just has more income. He's got a second base coming up, ladies and gents. His power progression is significantly ahead as well. He could drop in the shade turrets in order to threaten that extractor for reals. It could be the move. Once again, he's saving his units to fight another day. Suicide Grunts could, of course, crash into all this. But I think the shade turrets are the right call at the moment. Suicide Grunt's an expensive way to clean up the free units. Of course, the Shades are heavily focused on taking down that extractor. Nothing seems to be distracting them. There's no Grunt Riders coming. That's the only good news at the moment for Max. But I think he's still going to lose the Fig. Oh my god. 4th point for EOD is in. He could drop in his boys anytime. He's taking out the mini base. He's controlling the middle. And although he's getting beamed to death, that was a good beam, it seems like. Maximus still isn't exactly happy about the results of that. Because EOD is, meanwhile, upgrading his second base. He's got 2 generators back home. He's starting to capture the power nodes. He's up 4 mini bases to 2 still. And, you know, this is getting repurchased. I think that's also going to get knocked down again. Especially once these guys come around. Hey, where's the... Yeah. He dropped over here, but... Okay, I guess he's not using everybody on that job. The Heavy Grunts can just come over and capture power nodes instead. That's not a bad idea. Third base of EODs is operating nicely. So we're not gonna see anything crazy like a third generator in tier 1, I think, but once he has power nodes, getting to tier 2 will be quite easy. So many 1-star grunts now. Grunts with mines aren't gonna be enough to deal with this. It's gonna get Vortex down real quick, but the brutes still get the mini base. And although the grunts are healing up with Boundless Siphon, I still don't think they could take 2 Grunt Riders if they actually fought. So I'm surprised EOD is running away from that. Either way, although the guys take down the mini base again, and Maximus has his generator built back up, he's tiny. He's a tiny boy. His only shot back into this is, in my opinion, the Decimus drop. So let's see what he can do with that. But beyond that, if EOD can maintain this advantage and not just die to Decimus, he's gonna have a fantastic time going forward. War Council's coming out for EOD as he's preparing his tier 2 transition. Of course, he'll want all the free heroes. Also a good way to deal with Decimus. He might have that scary beam. But if you guys are invulnerable, then does it really matter? Cannon Fodder are slightly going to try and hold there. EOD is going tier 2 off of the side base, interestingly. His mini base hitting crew is fully healed up. Also, these guys are hitting a mini base. Maximus is getting multi-pronged so hard right now. His second generator back home is up, but he's still just on 300 power. He's never gonna make it to tier 2. He wants that big drop. And soon. He's nearly got it, actually. But he needs supplies. That's why he's upgrading the harvesters. It's roughly gonna be in line. This is not too bad. Grunts are making it to 1-star status too. It's pretty good. It's all about that Decimus drop now. It's gonna be a shield generator. Oh my god. EOD is just brutal, man. Hey! Look at that guy escaping. It's insane. 2 stars on these boys. Well, so much for Maximus's base. He's holding 2 points for something. Could get himself a big drop in case he gets cleaned up by Decimus a little bit. Doesn't have a lot of population anyhow, so you can definitely drop them in. Oh my god, he bought all the bases. The builder is building. Hello there. What the hell? He didn't even save the mini base with that, unfortunately. I really thought this would be some kind of counter-offensive business where he gets the extractors down or something, but no. He wants to bonk the new expansions that EOD doesn't really need. It's just excessive stuff that he's getting at the moment. Maximus is working towards his tier 2. Eventually he'll get there, but this is a very, very weak attempt. Base will be upgraded to tier 2 and then probably possible to protect from that point on. Infantry upgrade 1's getting done. It takes so long to actually get the upgrades running. 20 seconds. I don't think it will live long enough. Like, you probably need to have some kind of healing here. Maybe EOD drops in his shield to save it, or he just lets it die at this point. It's really just a few health bar ticks. Okay, he's got the big drop on the other side. There's several of them, in fact, already stacked up. Beam's good, but it will also destroy the extractor. And I think Maximus is just getting absolutely stripped right now. This is nasty business. Together with the shade drop especially. And the rest of the guys aren't quite heading there. They might be wanting to protect the additional expo. Turret will be going down. There's only 2 harvesters left on Maximus plus his 1 mini base, which is also gonna be destroyed soon enough. EOD is taking all the minis. He can do whatever he likes. Oh! Just beam the mines. Amazing. That's very efficient from EOD to neutralize that scary beam so easily. Turret there will be destroyed. But Maximus has his generator coming back up. I mean, he's holding on to dear life here, let's be real. There's ankle biters researched as well now for EOD. He can do this all day. Vortex is hitting this base and will finish it off actually, as EOD wasn't able to do a heal during that. There's like no hope for Max, let's be real. EOD is just playing with his food at this point. He's got another generator back home. That's now 5 generators minimum. I don't think there's any more. But I don't think he needs any more. It's time for tier 3 probably behind this. I was getting like everything that costs power. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Lured them into the mine. Even though the gobble goes down. It's a decent trade considering the economies behind this. This is all about demoralizing Maximus. Many dark skies brutes are gonna come up supposedly for Maximus. And then he can maybe do an all-in. We'll see. But for now, we've got another big yap drop. They're kind of not heading to the main. I think they want to fight. There's shade drop ready. In case they really want to make sure that this Decimus goes down. The Decimus beam is going to be insane here. But Methane already is getting the job done, so... I guess things are on the up for EOD. This guy is just healing outside of combat. Very dirty. Very dirty business. I'll say that Locust is very forward. It's probably gonna get picked off. Ooh, huge beam there. Yap army is gonna struggle against that somewhat. But EOD is methaned. I mean, he's methaned the Decimus. And that will be going down now. So unless Maximus can drop in one more, he's probably just toast. He's getting his base methaned at the moment. So that's A, a lot of damage, and B, everything's debuffed. Grunt Dome is in. And the mine detonates, so that's even more free units here for EOD. You should be able to heal up his guys momentarily before the shield actually goes down. And then just take out the base, because Maximus has nothing left. He might have a Decimus drop left momentarily. It's very close. He's gonna drop it in for sure. Please don't shoot me, oh man. Wants to have as many units here as possible to just defend. The Locusts are a little bit too close to the hero. I don't like it. Vortex is coming down first. And Maximus might have a small chance to keep that base going. And the Locusts are absolutely getting annihilated by that beam, right? But actually they're cloaked, so they can't be hit right now by the Decimus, and Maximus has to sell everything. Oh my goodness. There's no other units for him. I'm sorry. This is over. This is giga over right now. Teleports out the hero. That's funny. But it is over. So, how many scarabs in the queue? Oh, we're still tier 2, right? How? How did he spend all the resources? What? Yes, he upgraded every single pad on the bases. That is expensive, and tier 2 units and 7 slots and all that. Oh, so much for that Decimus then. He can't make it out this time. GG. Fought to the last man. Score is now 2-1. EOD needs one more to go to the finals. Welcome to game number 4. Could be the last one if EOD maintains his momentum. This time he's gonna be playing as Colony, which is picking off momentum really good because Goliaths can control the mini bases very easily. On the other side, we've got Maximus playing as Pavium. Now that's gonna be a bit more of a challenge. He's got timings on his side, right? Like significant income advantages early on, and then potentially a devastating Lich attack. But I mean, honestly, Colony can sort of just face tank that stuff. With the hero, with taunt, with all that kind of business. Especially under shield. They're supported by a whole lot of business. Skid choppers should be the way to go. I think Pavium just has a difficult time keeping up with that. You have to open multi-choppers into that, basically. And that's exactly what Maximus is gonna do. Oh, he ends up ramming into the freaking... Oh, the rally point flag. Maximus just gives up. You can't just... It was clearly an accident. It was there already. You can't just resign, dude. I will allow it one time, but this is against the rules. Normally this would be just a straight up loss and we move on to the finals, but for the sake of the show, because today we didn't have many games, I will allow it. That's just really unlucky. Anyway, we'll replay it. But next time there's a random resignation, I will count that as a loss and give EOD the point. We're going to try that again, but guys, if people resign like that, we normally count that as a loss, so we're being generous here to Max today. EOD is gonna be playing as Colony, and of course Max is gonna be playing as Pavium. And now EOD is gonna have a rally point there in the middle, of course, and if he ends up just ramming into that, then yeah, that's unfortunate, but it's there from the very start. EOD is now moving it to his own chopper as he wants to reinforce that with a skitter. So it's a slightly different setup this time around. Ooh, actually ends up ramming the grunt because I guess EOD feels that he can take that out quickly. If the skid follows up soon enough, I think the chopper can live and actually be very useful here still. It's also gonna get the ram back sooner than Maximus's, and he's still gonna end up losing the chopper. He didn't make a second chopper this time around, which is a mistake. Oh my god, what is he doing? He's going raid cam second. What the heck? Why don't I play the tournament? Who would cast? Nobody would do that. Also, I'm not good enough to play in pro. I'd be like in the middle of Rising Star perhaps somewhere. Second generator, that's actually a little bit risky there for EOD, I have to say. But if he's gonna have like 2 choppers out to deal with the situation, I mean, how many brutes is this really? 3 brutes? 4 brutes? It's not that scary. But Maximus has absolutely nothing, so he's just throwing his dice here. As long as EOD doesn't overbuy the mini bases, he's gonna be fine. Maximus is spending a very long amount of time just walking across. Well, EOD's locking the base. Should definitely send home everything he's got, which includes actually a Goliath, interestingly. The chopper will take 1,000,000 years to cross the map. It might actually be a slight amount of trouble here against 4 brutes. It's kind of crazy. Does EOD need to cancel something? Oh, he didn't cancel the mini base. He could have healed this. He needs to heal the base, but this is looking really rough. 2 choppers now from Maximus. Oh my god, he's gonna get the base kill. You're kidding me. EOD's healing. See if it will be enough. Everything's shooting at the base, even the choppers. And 1 brute has already gone down. EOD sells everything. Oh my god. What is happening? Can he make it back from this spot? It seems incredibly difficult. He has the money to buy a new base. But meanwhile, Maximus is already set up and has burnout and everything going. So he can get a second generator for himself and just do a 4 building burnout soon. EOD just rebuys the home base. There are... Wait. He never lost it. What the heck? I thought that was gonna go down. Why did Maximus not destroy it? I was like looking everywhere already. Why didn't he kill it? Now it's gonna take him 1,000,000 years to get over to the new base, but EOD has just all the minis in the world. I think he can buy Hunter Captain, yep. And then he'll still be able to buy another base at some point, somewhere. Especially if he cancels this and just rebuilds elsewhere, like here. Now the brutes are now going after the minis. Maximus is having an okay time overall. I don't think this is the base that you want to protect at all costs. But at some point EOD has to come up with something. Cancel the mini. He's gonna actually let this come up. That's crazy. He's gonna hold it. Or try to. It will require engineers, of course. Okay, the generator now. Capitano is in place. But I'm sorry, Maximus has double upgraded extractor. He's gonna get Pavio mount. He's got turrets at home. You're not touching that. Oh, he's going all in. What's that blob? Oh my god, it's a lot of choppers. Okay, let's see if the Hunter Capitano can buy them time. There's another one, by the way, from earlier in the game. The grunts are heading home too. There's no taunt, by the way. So it's just a basic Hunter Capitano. Destroying the turrets will be doable, but anything more than that, probably not. The Capitano is holding strong for now. Yeah, give him a skit. Even at 0 levels, he's got at least a little siphon. Oh my god, Rain of Fire is coming down! The Capitano has a heal. Can that be enough? With the shooting, siphoning? Oh no, there's Pavium now. Never mind. He's dead. I think EOD's done. We're probably going to a game 5. That's crazy business. Pavium surely can run him down, right? Oh, the nerf beam. Oh my god. And EOD has lost the base. He gives up. What just happened? I bet EOD is gonna be mad I let this game be replayed. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, wrong side. Start from here. EOD in the blue color. Forge. And we got Maximus playing as Arbiter. Now, Vault is one of those maps that is highly, highly open. You're gonna get a lot of mini bases all around. Great news for Forge because he can upgrade his pads so easily, so cheaply. Thanks to rolling economy, and then he can also roll around with his rabbits and take these early fights against someone that has to go ghost because the grunts just can't honestly deal with that easily enough. And then you follow that up with Warthogs. Honestly, in this matchup as well, the Warthog is basically unkillable. But hey, there are ways to deal with it. So if you have a Marauder in the mix and it uses a slowing missile on it, and you happen to have your guys in Conduit of Rage mode, then they're definitely fast enough to chase him down. So I think that really eases up any concern about that. Even if you have slower boys in there like Hunters. Okay, we got the mini bases picked by EOD. If he gets one more, he's just hugely ahead. There's no way that Maximus is gonna get away with this business. Oh my goodness. The rabbit just picking resources here next to the grunt. Should be able to kill the grunts too. And then we're gonna have a little bit of a micro war. You can kind of dodge the jackrabbit shots for a long, long time. Even point blank range, it's extremely doable. He's doing his best to get some reset micro done. Actually, his rabbit's getting very low. If Maximus absolutely plays this like a sweat lord, he might be able to win it, but I think not anymore. Eventually, at point blank range, the rabbit just wins. Great stuff. That's how the pros do it anyway. I just wanted more content. Yeah, I mean, sometimes people have a hissy fit. At least it didn't happen like 10 minutes into the game, but the first game was clearly going very differently in terms of direction. Maximus actually built out his stuff, and then he was like, oh, you know what, I'm just gonna YOLO all in the other game, so, Not a great outcome. I'm shocked by the infantry hero play here, by the way. Why even play this tournament? It's the same two players winning. Okay, look. First off, there's the fun of it, of trying to improve and trying to catch up with these guys. Secondly, third and fourth place are also getting paid out, so it's not that bad. So someone like, let's say Maximus loses this, all right, which is what probably most of you expect. He's still gonna have to fight Dark, and they're both getting paid, so they're not gonna have it that bad. Okay, Maximus is going for a freaking raid camp all the way back home because, you know, EOD has all the power. All the mini base power, that is. Getting out the Forge Hog with Anvil rounds. He's got 2 generators upgraded, and as long as he can somehow survive against the Tide, should be fine. Maximus is going tier 2 off of this, by the way. Would have expected, honestly, cloak on the grunts. But I guess not. Can also afford a second base if he wants. Ooh. Oh! Oh, that ammo round was sick. Now the grunts are gonna get a little bit of health back there. But I think the Hellbringer is gonna have a party anyhow. Uh-oh. Stasis mines. The grunts are relatively healthy, actually. Meanwhile, however, even in stasis, the cooldowns continue, so... there will be another ammo round soon enough. And right now, with heavy metal plus the Hellbringers, also on heavy metal, I think they're actually killing the Arbiter there. Holy cow. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. He is getting out? Not. Ah, Plasma Bullet takes out the hero. What absolute destruction in this back and forth. That was great. But I think EOD still got this. Okay, he lost the mini, but so what? Ouch. Those grunts aren't getting away. Maybe one will get away. But EOD also has a base and a base and a base and a base. You could say EOD is pretty based. Ho 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 ho. Ho, 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 ho. Sentinels, are you getting wrecked? That's power node number 4. He's getting number 5. Maximus really needs to get something done, man. Even if it destroys one of these bases, though, there's 4 more to take their place. That's crazy. Yeah, he's building everywhere. No tier 2, however. That's something to note. Third generator's coming in. Yeah, he'll definitely lose this base, but that's okay. He can take it. Now oh my goodness. He upgraded the middle mini supply pads and this one. And those ones. He's upgrading everything. And these ones. And those ones. And that. It's just 8 minutes. Are you kidding? This is a fast Grizzly drop, isn't it? He'll complete it before 10 minutes for sure. He'll actually have the money. Oh my. He might be able to put a stop to this very push here. Just a little bit more money. That's 5th point. He's got 5th point now. Okay, Forchuk has to be a little careful there. Arbiters be raging. Forchuk could head actually into the main and drop the Grizzles there. Oh, we got him. They're going into the main indeed. Grunt gets absolutely annihilated. And honestly, I think so will the base. This is just not enough stuff to deal with it. The Arbiter can't rage. He seems to be happy just taking out the extractors, but they get stasis. Tanks putting on the heavy metal there. Now, I wonder if they have a heal for them. That would be super sick if they did. Plasma bolts hurting them a lot. So do the hunters. There's 3 hunters. A pelican? EOD's just absolutely having fun with this. There's no way. He saved them all. Amazing. Still tier 1, by the way. Who needs tier 2 when you can just drop in your tier 3 vehicles and make a 4th generator and what the hell is going on in general? Like, oh, if Maximus reviews this, he's gonna leave a 1-star review. He's gonna downvote the video. So we need the help of everyone watching. Offset that. Make everybody else witness this. Hell, use your hype button. If you're on mobile, you can do that on YouTube. That's for the later viewers, not the live viewers. I don't know if you can hype live streams, actually. I don't think you can. But maybe. Maybe you can. I don't know. You could do it for the finals. Now's the right time. Oh, turret's getting the business. And Grizzlies could go and do another attack. EOD might just be able to defend the space with anti-infantry turrets, but not really. Because there's going to be an enforcer drop, and that's just way too much base damage at this point. Especially with the Raging Arbiter. Yeah, that's all down. Still, EOD seems to be more interested in attacking at the moment. Where's this hog going, man? At some point, he will lose this base. Still upgrading pads, because, you know, that's so important. Kidding me, dude. If nothing else, we're all very entertained. Yeah, the ammo round to finish that. Also super necessary. Nice, a racer will be joining tournaments. Great to hear. There's a Rising Star that we're gonna do next week, so you know, tomorrow actually after this live stream, I'm gonna post it. We'll promote it as well. Rising Star is like excluding these very top players, basically. It's a bit more comfortable, but you can play pro tournaments. Nobody's stopping anyone from playing pro tournaments. Except that idea about me playing them, I have to cast. As funny as it would be. If it was replay based, I might consider it. But even then, it's better to not play my own tournaments. Not that I could win a pro league or anything like that, or even end up top 4. I'd be somewhere in Rising Star. But if we get very desperate, I'll start doing it. Yes, 6 Grizzlies better than 3. And the Kodiaks are around, right? Where are they? Where are the Kodiaks? Oh, they sieged up here? 6 heavy metal veteran grizzly. That's, yep, that will do it. Pretty sure they can just kill the hunters. Why aren't they doing it? Okay, now they are shooting. And guess what? It works. It works great. He's dropping more Kodiaks onto the front lines. You got to love it. Forcers getting dropped in. That will help the hunter stay alive a little bit better. But, I mean, they're getting Kodiaked. Maximus has nothing left. EOD still has 3 of his bases plus some minis. Not all of them. I mean, Maximus did a job of destroying some stuff, but EOD kind of just let him, right? Okay, the Kodiaks are now getting overwhelmed. At some point, we're gonna need some kind of, you know, bombs getting dropped on these guys or something. Because if they're constantly under the effect of Conduit of Rage, they're actually just gonna win. Of course, the Pelican evacuates them for now. And the last of the tanks is gonna get that barracks, it looks like. Okay. Nice run. Maybe saving it for later, whatever it is. What's happening? Is this madness? EOD needs more generators if he wants to go for a scarab, right? That's what he wants. We know it. He needs tier 3 for that. Scarab? Okay, he's not gonna go for a scarab, but he can go for a condor. He's kind of UNSC and not banished. Oops. Oh, Maximus feeling brave there. He's getting bombed. Oh god. He's trying to lead a power at the same time, but it's not working out great. Oh no, the tanks are getting healed. There's way too much healing, way too much damage. And the Arbiter will be going down, stasis or not. I don't think Maximus can do this. The Hunters are getting taken out now. This is tragic. At least gets one of the Grizzlies, but hey, ladies and gents. EOD, 3-2, just about made it by the skin of his teeth. And we're gonna have a finals with him against Daylon. Maximus is gonna go up in the bronze round against Dark Angel. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.